Right now, I am standing in front of the Henry Derby house in Salem, Massachusetts. And who I'm with is my good friend, Michael Bryce, who's came with me on a bunch of these investigations, and he's joining me for the epic, the unbelievable, the Henry Danger House, one of the most haunted houses in Salem.
It's actually the Henry Derby house.
I know, it's the Henry Derby, God. All right, let's go inside, it's cold.
All right, let's go. But maybe that just means we are in for danger.
Uh-oh. What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean by that?
Oh my God, I thought you were joking.
No, I really
Are you okay? Oh my God.
That's what I meant by that. Did this stop recording? I tried to just protect the camera.
It did, but
Ow, my knee.
are you okay?
Yeah,
Dude, I thought you were fucking around. You knocked down this one too, dog.
I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to.
Because once the camera was on the ground, I realized, oh, this isn't a joke. He wouldn't throw my camera down. So, night's off to a good start.
Here we go.
Okay.
And I think in Salem, I think it's really important to get the history correct because what happened in 1692 was horrific. And it's my passion to tell that 20 innocent people were killed for accused of being witches, and they weren't witches. They were innocent men and women who were accused and executed for being witches. And the fact that actually happened in 1692, it made more sense, but it's still mind-blowing that actually took place. And the fact that history does repeat itself, and by telling the story, hopefully it won't repeat again, but you see things even in modern day that are similar to what happened in 1692.
From what I could tell, Salem was late to the game when it came to executing people for witchcraft. Like, people around the world pretty much came to the understanding that, hey, we need to stop killing people for witchcraft.
They should have known better, but at the time, I mean, things were very different, obviously, in 1692. It was a bad year. There was people dealing with Native American raids were going on, so a lot of the afflicted girls were dealing with what I would say was a post-traumatic stress disorder. The season was really tough when it came to crops, so they didn't have a lot of food. They were starving during the winter. So I do think there were multiple factors. That was like the perfect storm for the witch trials, but you're right. I mean, there were other witch trials, but they didn't turn as bloody as they turned in Salem.
Dude.
But, Michael.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Did you hear that?
I did. I heard it, and then I heard it again as soon as you said, did you hear that?
Okay, hold on.
We haven't heard that the entire time.
Okay. What was that?
The entire time we've been here, we have not heard that.
No. And it's, I can actually prove this. It's 55 degrees in here. These radiator heaters do not work. They don't work. So that's not what this noise is. And then we come in here and there was like a, what was that? That was like a vibration. It was like a womp.
Yeah, it wasn't quite
That was
like
actually
that, but
like
it was
pretty freaky. We've been in this room for what, an hour and a half?
Yep.
And we've spent a lot of time in this house. We haven't really done anything upstairs, guys. We mainly came in and we're getting everything prepared, like putting all the batteries and everything because we had a long flight. But like, that actually kind of freaked me out.
We haven't really done anything upstairs because we've been really wanting to share that moment with you guys for the first time. So we want our first time experiencing upstairs to simultaneously be your first time experiencing upstairs.
Exactly. We are going to be here for 2 nights in this house. Night 1, we're gonna do some basic investigating, some ground level, let's get familiar with the house. Let's poke the bear a little bit. But night 2 is going to be an absolutely insane night. We have some crazy stuff planned for you, including a seance. And that's the only thing I'm going to tell you. It is going to be insane. It is going to be 48 hours pack full of paranormal investigation. So make sure you stick around for both nights to get the full picture of what we're doing here in Salem, Massachusetts. Some consider it the most haunted town in America. This is probably the most famous town in America when it comes to anything spooky whatsoever.
This house, it's 4 stories, okay? Each higher level you go, the more and more paranormal and haunted it gets.
Yes, that's what they say. They say that as the floors go up, the paranormal activity increases. So bottom level, not much happens. Second floor, more stuff happens. The third floor, apparently, is where the most activity happens inside the home. So let's go ahead, let's head upstairs, let's learn about the second floor, and then let's talk about the third floor. Is there any truth to Giles Corey cursing the town as he was being stoned? Or I guess stoned isn't the right word, but being pressed.
According to legend, he said, more weight, more weight. But also the legend is Sheriff George Corwin was standing over him. And this is actually a first-hand account by a gentleman who's known to be kind of grandiose. When I say grandiose, sort of like hyperbole. He was very much against the witch trial, so it could have actually happened, but we kind of look at his narrative as sort of one-sided, sort of like the story that was told by Robert Califf is that he said, I curse you, referring to Sheriff George Corwin, and I curse Salem. So that legend, and this is actually reported that even Nathaniel Hawthorne talked about it, the specter of Giles Corey is seen in Salem before major disaster. So this is something that we have talked about in the region for years. And people, even up until recent, there was a fire that was sort of big part of chunk of Salem, and he was spotted near the location where he was executed. So I do think that there's some validity to that story.
I've read that it's reported that Giles Corey, many people believe that he is the Hat Man that resides here at the Henry Derby house. Do you have anything to add or like an idea of why that may be believed to be the case?
So that was perpetuated, but I mean, so I have been stalked by the Hat Man. So, and I have investigated the Derby house with other investigators as well. I have a stalker who wears a hat. So it's not the Hat Man, it's a man who wears a hat. And so it's really important. I do think it's someone related to my family. It's someone that sticks around. So the whole Giles Corey, I have thought that perhaps that the man that wears a hat that I've seen multiple times in Salem, usually a precursor to someone dying in my family. So it's almost like a family harbinger. So that whole story actually perpetuated from me, from my experience with the man with a hat, and talking about it and relaying that. Do I think it's Giles Corey? I have thought that, yes. I do think it's potentially Giles Corey.
The main thing I'll touch on is when this house was being actively used as a residential home way back in the day, this is where everybody would be. So it makes sense that it would be more active here on the second floor due to anything from residual to whatever. But then when it comes down to what I'm most curious about is why the attic, the third floor, would be the most haunted, because that is a place where people would probably spend the least amount of time, and it's supposed to be the most haunted.
Maybe that's the exact reason why it would be the most haunted, is because people tend to spend the least amount of time up there. So maybe whatever it is that is currently residing in that specific bedroom upstairs that we're gonna see, maybe they don't want to be around people. So maybe they try to stick to that room because they don't want people bothering them. So maybe our mere presence in this house alone is enough to upset them.
Well, I don't like that, because that's where we're going next.
So it's really important for me, like that, to stress that a lot of the ghosts in Salem some of them are actually ghosts and some of them are thought form or egregore manifestations. So we have so many tours in Salem, and the people tell these stories over and over again that they create ghosts. And I think it's even possible that we created a Giles Corey egregore. So is it actually Giles Corey's disembodied soul walking the streets of Salem wearing a hat? I don't think so. I think it's something that we created. But I also think that something like being pressed to death over a 2-day period could psychically imprint itself on the land. So I'm kind of torn. Is it actually Giles Corey's ghost, or is it an egregore that we created by telling the story over and over again? And I'm kind of siding more toward the egregore, but I also think that it's intelligent because it does show up before tragedy.
That's what's so interesting about the paranormal, because I'm not 100% convinced that it's dead people. I just don't know.
I'm not either, but I'm kind of in the theory. So I do think that if a tragedy happens, I think maybe there's like soul parts that are left. So like a little piece of them is left at the location. Maybe what we're dealing with are like splinters, like little splinter pieces of tragedy that have not been incorporated with the soul that passed, that's still sticking around. It almost kind of takes on a life of its own. All right, so guys, while you were talking, I was looking behind you. So I write books. I'm a historian, but I'm also clairvoyant. So I saw a ghost cat behind you.
A ghost cat?
A ghost cat. Yeah, I literally saw a cat.
I could be mistaken. Isn't there supposed to be a cat here, like a ghostly cat?
I'm not sure.
I think I read that.
I've investigated the location, but I literally saw a ghost, like a black cat, walk behind you on the couch, right behind you.
Very cool.
Well, I mean, I just want to point out, so like right across the street from you is the Broad Street Cemetery. And I do feel like that all the attention is put on the Charter Street Cemetery, which is right by the Witch Trials Memorial. And then also the Howard Street Cemetery, which is where Giles Corey was pressed to death. But that cemetery across the way actually, to me, is just as active as the other cemeteries. If you think cemeteries are active. Basically, you are on Corwin land. And so if you looked at George Corwin, we talked about the curse of Giles Corey. George Corwin didn't live at the Derby House, but the land that you're on was owned by the Corwin family. So it was Jonathan Corwin, which was the one of the magistrates in the Salem Witch Trials. And that his house was what is known as the Witch House, or the Jonathan Corwin House. And there's a hotel called the Merchant that was for many years vacant, called the John Ward House. And the John Ward House, in my opinion, was one of the most haunted houses in Salem. But the Derby House itself is, I would say, in a very haunted location. So expect thrills and chills at the house when you're there investigating tonight.
All right, we got a bedroom in here.
This is the room, Michael.
Oh, so I meant to show that one last. No, that's the room over there.
No, this one is it, because
this is it.
There is, if you step in there, go ahead, step in.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Yeah.
There's
you
a lock
son of a
on the outside.
Watch you not be able to open the door, bro.
Dude, I thought I wasn't going to be able to.
I was just locked in here the whole trip.
That would suck.
All right, so guys, this is the room that supposedly belongs to the Hat Man. And so this is supposed to be the most haunted room in the entire house. So, do you want to tell them some of the things that have been reported to happen in this room?
So in this room, the way that, and I just want to preface this by, none of this is really able to be confirmed. This is stories from people who have came here. This is ideas. This is the ghosts told us this and that. But as far as it goes, the idea is that the Hat Man shows up either to warn or to cause dark paranormal activity. And by dark, I don't mean demonic, but I just mean intense paranormal activity, more than just like, haha, we touched your REM pod. And it's really unclear whether or not this darkness is supposed to be, when he shows up, whether it's supposed to be a warning or whether it's him himself, or if he even exists. But this is where he's supposed to be. And there is a rocking chair perfectly set up for the investigation. We just got another little side room here. Looks like some sort of kid's room. Oh my God, and they say that a kid haunts this this home. They say that there's a kid. They don't know who it is, but they say that a kid haunts this home. And I just realized that in this room, there is a pack and play, and there's children's books down there. Like, this is definitely set up to be a child's room. It would be interesting to find out if the kid is here and if the kid would want to hang out in this room specifically because of that.
So the Henry Derby house was not a part of my tours at first, but people started having experiences. So I would actually walk my tour groups up to the front part of the house, and I would say, the lights would mysteriously turn on and off when I would talk about the house on my tour. So it's almost like the spirit there was like kind of like turning the light on command. It was so strange. It would like literally turn on when I would say, well, this house has been known for the light turning on mysteriously without anyone turning it on or off. So there's reports. So the current owner grew up in the house, so he had experiences. He never actually saw a ghost, but people that have stayed there report that there is a teen spirit on the third floor. So it makes sense that this girl, and they called her Sarah, and Sarah supposedly haunts the third floor. I also think that the house has been, because it's become a scare Airbnb, the place has been investigated a lot by amateur investigators and also professional investigators. And I think that they're bringing their baggage with them. So I think either the spirits are stepping up and are more educated to the devices, so they're able to respond on command. But I will tell you, my experiences in that house, they respond on command. So it's actually a very intelligent haunting at that house. But the house only dates back to 1838. So my initial thoughts are that perhaps it's, someone that's from that era.
So you think the haunting is likely 1832 and on, instead of anything related to the actual witch trials themselves?
I'm not sure who actually died in the house, but I feel like that I know the land, and I feel like what's haunting the house is intelligent. It's not a demon. It's maybe elemental. It's maybe a thought form, but it's not a demon. So it's really important to me that people always want to, especially in Salem, they want to create the demons and use that as clickbait on their YouTube videos. But what's happening there is not demonic. It may be inhuman. So I think it's important to definitely stress that it's not a demon. Even like the cat that I saw earlier, I think could be possibly an elemental. So it's something that almost like shape shifts to different forms.
For the people, where can they find your books and anything that you've done that is available to watch or read or...
Sure. I mean, so I've written 20 books altogether. And so Ghost of Salem and Wicked Salem are both available throughout Salem at the witch shops and the bookstores throughout Salem. So highly recommend going to local independent bookstores to get my copies of my books. As far as my shows, go to my website, SalemBaltrusis.com. You can see all the shows that I've been on.
Really appreciate you taking the time out of your day for this, and I want people to go check you out and get your stuff and maybe even visit Salem. Seriously, thank you, and we'll catch up soon. As this is a part of the upstairs, this is the most haunted floor. But in this room specifically, it's hard to know what's true and what's not true, but people have claimed to see things moving and noises and this and that within this hallway that lead over there to the most haunted room. So this is also one of the hot spots of the Henry Derby house. And I guess what we can do now, the final stop, is the basement.
After me? All right. Here we go. I hope being shoeless down here is not a completely idiotic thing to do. All right. As far as basements go, this one's not creepy.
No, actually, this one, I feel nothing down here. It is So it really gives you like kind of a feeling about the house when you come down here and there's nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you just said, this is the least creepy basement I think I've ever been in. All right, well guys, that was the Henry Derby house tour. We're gonna go ahead and get into abandonment, what I call the lone camera theory. We're going to leave the entire house completely alone with nothing but cameras and devices to see if anything will happen or what will happen without human contamination.
Good.
What about the REM pod?
I already set it up.
Where?
We walked into it about 100 times. The other room?
In this room?
Yeah, that's the REM pod on the ground.
Oh. I thought you had the box.
No, I haven't had one of those in
Ages. I dropped mine mine's been gone since before we started working together. Because I dropped mine at Aurora School.
Okay, guys, so the reason I'm filming right now from my phone is we're about to leave. I was just about to yell, we're leaving, and the pod went off. That REM pod, as you guys know if you watch the channel, never goes off. I don't think Michael's ever seen it go off.
I haven't seen it go off at all.
So we're leaving the house completely alone with nothing but devices and the cameras. So let's do this. Let's do this, Michael. You ready?
Yes, sir.
That was sketchy. So we're in the car right now. We left the house completely because of abandonment. Michael, do you remember the last thing you said before we were leaving the house to leave the house to the lone camera theory? You said something very specific. We go down a floor and a half and then the REM pod goes off.
I said, what about the REM pod?
Good.
What about the REM pod?
I already set it up.
Where?
Do you think... Now, I just now thought of this, guys.
It could be them saying,
here's the REM pod. That's
Yep.
what I was getting to. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
What if that's what it was?
Yeah, it could be.
Because where's the REM pod? And I'm like, I broke my REM pod for our school.
Yeah.
And guys, some of this is going to be off camera. Unfortunately, we don't film ourselves setting up for the lone camera theory. So it just is what it is. I'm going to have to piece together the closest audio I have to us talking. But that's what happened. Michael was asking, where's the REM pod? What about the REM pod? Where are we going to set the REM pod up?
Yep.
And then we get down a floor and a half, maybe a little more, and the REM pod goes off.
It was right at the bottom. Yeah. So it was like as soon as we were leaving the third floor, boom, it goes off within 20, 30 seconds at most.
However long it took us to get about a floor and a half, a floor and 3/4. So yeah, probably 30-ish seconds.
Mm-hmm. So far, I'll take that as some sort of communication. I will.
I mean, if the fact that you said something about the REM pod and I start talking about how I broke my REM pod at Farrar and that's why I have this kind of REM pod, because he was talking about the red one, the typical one that you see on other YouTube channels. To me, I genuinely think it's not unfair to just suggest they were saying, here it is. All right, let's get into the lone camera theory.
Sounds good.
This time the music box triggers for 5 minutes and 6 seconds non-stop. It then stops for 20 seconds. This type of pattern continues. Sometimes it's for less, sometimes for more. That is, until this. After nearly 6 minutes of silence, once again, the music box triggers for 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Hey guys! We're back! Oh, dude, hold on.
We just showed up. The music box is going off.
Shit.
It's not stopping.
It's not stopping.
Sure.
Buddy, this is the first time I've been genuinely spooked in this house. I'm genuinely feeling it.
Hello? Dude, it just stopped.
Now it stopped.
Dude, it just stopped.
Now it stopped. Oh my god, dude. I'm genuinely feeling it. Dude, I'm genuinely feeling uneasy in this house right now. Dude, what the Hold on. Okay, I want to say something.
Here, you take this. Let me grab the other camera. Here.
If that is you, I just want to say thank you so much. What's that sound?
It's the motor
Okay.
for the music box.
Thank you so much for playing this music. Thank you for communicating with us and letting us know you're present and that you're here with us right now.
Can you step away and I can turn it off? Please?
Okay, it's time to step away from the music box, please. Stop playing the music.
It's just like non-stop now. It stopped and then it started again and it stopped.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, it's almost like, hey, you're here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
So that's me, obviously.
Yeah, that was you.
But, dude, what?
I'm so excited to finally be able to review that footage and see what's happened during abandonment.
Dude, I almost have, 99% of the time I do the lone camera theory, nothing happens whatsoever. Every once in a while, once in a blue moon, the shadow figure happened at Harriman Hospital. But, the fact that when we're leaving, the REM pod goes off. Mm-hmm. And then when we come back, this thing just is going crazy. That's a good lone camera theory.
100%.
All right, we gotta grab everything and get started because that's insane.
I'm genuinely feeling spooked.
Yeah, no, honestly,
You be honest.
the atmosphere 100.
It's changed.
Yeah, completely. I'm no joke, shivering in my timbers, and I don't mean that necessarily in a comedic way. Let's shut all this off and get started into the first investigation.
Are you
That's pretty good.
Dude, Michael, this flashlight, this is the first time I've used it.
Buddy.
I'm not with you whatsoever. Tonight is the first time I've used this flashlight.
We need to record this.
It is recording. The other time I used the other flashlight, because it came in a 2-pack, I've used it for 10 investigations. This is the first time I've used this one.
Is this camera picking up this conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
The reason I'm using this flashlight specifically is because I was worried the other one was going to die. I know the difference between the two.
What the f***, dude?
Okay, guys, right now, we're about to start the first investigation. And based on what my idea was earlier and what Sam told us during our interview, we're starting out strong with an Estes method in the most haunted room in this house. Not only that, when we first started going up there to set the stuff up, before we even had the cameras or the audio rolling, a brand new flashlight dies as soon as we get up there. And if that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
So far, before we've even began an investigation, we had the REM pod going off as soon as we were asking about it. We had the music box constantly going off until we walked into the room and it immediately stopped. We heard a disembodied voice, which is unfortunately off camera, but we both heard it at the same time. We had a brand new flashlight just completely die and give out for no reason. And we haven't even started the investigation yet.
Yeah. And Michael has been talking about off camera before we got started that he cannot get rid of this. You describe it.
I feel so spooked, dude, and I really don't get that way. I really don't. And even when, I didn't even feel this way when we first got here, but as the nights progressed, I am genuinely scared. And I wouldn't just lie about that and make myself sound like a pussy, but I am. And I can't shake the feeling. I constantly feel like I'm being watched. I constantly feel like someone's right behind me. I'm feeling so spooked right now. And part of me, in a weird, sick, masochistic way, I hope that only gets worse from here.
Okay, spirits, ghosts, anybody here? Right now, we're doing an Estes method. It is just me and Michael inside this house. And help you. It's been seeming like we've been getting things to happen throughout the night on and off camera.
I know all.
You know all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Turn it off.
Turn what off?
Look to your right. Come now.
Come now. What's your name?
Burns.
Burns? What Burns? Is there a Burns? Was there somebody whose last name was Burns? From the Witch Trials?
Yep.
Yep. How old are you?
That's it.
That's it? I'm looking up the Salem Witch victims.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? I don't see a Burns.
Turn it off.
Turn this off?
Take a stab.
Take
Recording me.
Recording you. So you want us to turn the cameras off? My name is Dawson. That's Michael. I don't know if we properly introduced ourselves, but it's very nice to meet you.
By force.
By force? We met each other by force? Is that because we just booked the place and you don't have a choice of us being here? Is that what it was?
I just heard the name Sarah.
Sarah is the woman ghost who it's believed she lives up here. Sarah, is your name actually Sarah, or is that just the name they gave you?
What's good?
What's good? Isn't Sarah's name Sarah Good? Are you a part of the unfortunate horror of the Salem Witch Trials? Lower level? Are you a lower level entity, or are you on a lower level of this home? Are you still here? Are you still here with me?
Me again.
You, Sarah? There was a really loud knock in that far room. It was like a bang. Are you over there? That was like a
Wasn't me.
The bang wasn't you? Who was it? Was it natural? Was it just the house?
Today.
Have you been messing with us today, throughout the day, for everything that's been happening so far?
That was me.
What was you? Oh, you were the one who was messing with us all day? Who is you? Are you Sarah? Are you someone else? What floor are we on?
That's good.
What's good? It seems like you were making sense at first, but now it's kind of doesn't really seem like you're making sense anymore. Do you think you could elaborate a little harder?
Ashes.
Ashes. Ashes. And it said burn earlier.
Let's do it.
Let's do it? Let's do what? Didn't Sam...
I know that.
You know that? Didn't Sam say that the Hat Man, who he doesn't think haunts his place but follows
Don't look
him,
back now.
didn't he say he saw it right before his house burned down? Are you...
That's a possibility.
That's a possibility? Are you here because we were talking to Sam and you came back over here? Sam specifically told us not to get hung up on the Hat Man, but
Check the house.
Check the house, but I'm very interested in what Michael's saying.
Trying to get you.
Trying to get me.
Good job, you kids.
My back feels like wet. And no, it's not hot, it's cold.
Warning.
Warning, what are you warning us about?
Got your back.
My back, is that why it felt wet? I can still feel it. Can you say Michael's name?
Always.
We're gonna be here all night and tomorrow. Is that okay?
Creatures walking around.
Creatures walking around. Sam had told us that he saw a cat here and that it might be some sort of like, not a ghost, but like a elemental, like a creature.
It's hot in here.
Doing a creature form. I wonder if that's what that is. It's quite a reach, but what if that's what he's saying? Are you the cat that Sam saw?
Michael.
I just said, can you say Michael's name? Are you the creature, the cat, the thing that Sam is talking about?
Me.
That's you. So you're some sort of like elemental being from the land here. Is that correct? If you're not going to answer that, can you just say, not gonna? Can you say not gonna or won't answer?
Voice box.
Yeah, Michael's using that to be the middleman between me and you. Are you talking to us through him?
Burn.
Burn again. I don't know if that has anything to do with like my back and that
Certainly.
weird feeling. I don't believe they burned any of the witches. I believe they were all hanged or crushed. Or were you burned? Were you burned here in Salem?
Very best offer.
The very best offer. Are you Are you from this house or from this land?
I'm serious.
You're serious. Okay. I'd like to keep talking.
Still waiting on you.
What are you waiting on?
Hang tight.
Hang tight? What do you want me to do? Hang tight, I guess. What are you gonna do? I'm probably not gonna keep him in this too much longer. So if there's anything you would like to tell us, anything you would like to answer, anything you would like to set straight or leave a message for somebody so we can keep your name living on here in Salem, please let us know. I'm going to end the Estes method. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is probably going to scare Michael. At the beginning, it was extremely intelligent. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of crazy because it's been a while since I've had an Estes method that intelligent. And then it like disappeared. And then it came back.
The intelligence?
Yeah. And then it disappeared again. And I was like, okay, I'm probably going to pull him out of this then. And it came back. It was weird. It was like off and on. It was almost like it was like skipping a section. Like I would keep asking questions, but it would like skip this whole section and nothing in particular. It wasn't like it was avoiding certain questions or anything. I also would like you to look at my back because it kept feeling like my back was wet. So I wanted to point it out to the camera and then it kept feeling like that. And then you said like, I got your back.
Dude, so let me get this straight. You were talking about your back, and then I said, got your back?
Yeah. So basically, I would like you to look at my back. I just don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. No, I don't see anything, no.
That's okay. I just wanted to document it just in case. It has been here all night, and it was the one messing with the devices, making the noises, being the voice, that disembodied voice that we heard, doing everything. And it said it was here all night, the whole time. And it was it. Like, that's who we were talking to, was whoever was messing with us.
Yeah.
But it does require more investigating. Here's the thing. It kind of almost said that it was this strange entity, creature that Sam was talking about. That, oh, it's showing itself as a cat. And
Ooh.
It basically told me that, and that's what it was. Sarah, that's what it was. It is just an entity that shows up, it messes with stuff, but I do believe that's what it was trying to say. Okay, guys, that was night 1 of the Henry Derby house. We got the history, we got a tour, we had some pretty crazy things happen. The Estes was off on intelligent, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to bed. And tomorrow night, we're going to get into the craziest of Salem investigations, including a seance and more that you're just gonna have to wait and find out for yourself.
If that is what that was,
Day 2, Michael and I spent the day in Salem talking to locals, exploring the city where we met Danni. Danni is a practicing occultist here in Salem, and when she heard our plan, she offered her assistance. We will be performing a ritual to enchant a Ouija board in hopes that it will make spirit communication easier for the entities inside the home. What happens next shocked me to my core, changing a lot of how my belief in the paranormal works.
So, hands, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to take a deep breath in again, and hold it, and exhale all the stress from your day 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. Okay. One last breath through the same thing. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. And I want you to just envision yourselves at a doorway. And on the other side of that door is the most magnificent forest that you've ever seen. Dark, alluring, Spanish moss covering the trees. Take another deep breath. Hold. Slowly release. 3, 2, 1. And now you're ready and you can open your eyes. So basically, this is a spirit board consecration that we're going to be doing per request. I am a high priestess in initiatory craft. This is not initiatory craft. This is my own craft. Now, with the spell, where it's going to be a collective spell, I'm going to lead it. At the beginning, we're going to take a deep breath in. You can just like normally release. But at the end, you're going to take a deep breath in. And when I say breathe, you're going to blow it onto the board. So we're going to breathe life into the board. What this spell is doing is it's giving you two things. One, it is giving you a word to turn on the board. So awaken will be that word. And then the second thing that's happening, we're going to say rest instead of goodbye when we're done with the board, so it can go to sleep and still be charged for you at a different time in a different place. One breath in, the veil is thinned, awakening the pulse within. What was made for many, now bound to function, the word is set, now awaken. All draw near, gather round, like moth to wick where the bound are found. Come take your shape among the dead, and gather where the flame is fed. By rule and will your speech align, now set within an ordered line. No wandering tongue, no twisted play. You move, you speak, you must obey. The current swells, then fades to sleep. With one breath out, the charge you'll keep. So now we are going to offer the spirits, and we like to do that in witchcraft, as that's where the word comes from. This is salt mixed with my homemade Hecate incense. She is a psychopomp and guides souls. And there's some graveyard dirt in there and some great stuff in sea salt to just cleanse the board. Because basically what we want to happen is this, which has been used by many as a game, we're reconsecrating it as a tool. This can no longer be used as a game. This needs to be respected as a tool now, and ideally if you could get a black cloth for it and wrap it when you're done with it, that would be good. Now, this is just water. Again, cleansing. That's ready.
It doesn't matter if we walk away and go to the bathroom or anything. It's good to...
Yeah, but remember the words are awaken and rest.
So when we start, we say awaken, and then when we're done and we're putting it away, rest.
Correct.
Really appreciate you doing this for me and Michael, and we're gonna do this on our time. You are?
I'm Danni, and I am Seize the Spirit on everything. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. SEIZE. Seize the Spirit, like seize the day.
Perfect. So everybody, please make sure you go over, give her a follow, like a couple pictures, videos, whatever it is, whatever platform, and thank her for doing this for us. If you guys know anything about me, I am extremely last minute. I don't plan anything. This trip was planned 2 days before we came here, and she agreed on such short notice, off a whim, never met me, and agreed to come to a house and activate a Ouija board for us so that we could potentially have a good night. So seriously, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you go follow her. Alrighty, thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
Make sure you know for no reason do we take our fingers off until we say goodbye, right?
So guys, right now, the priestess is gone. We are officially starting the session with the Ouija board. This Ouija board is from 1966. We got it from the Ouija board museum here in Salem. We have devices spread all around. We have a music box in that far smaller room. Right behind me is a static box that was going off camera, by the way. We have the REM pod on the bed here, and me and Michael are about to try to communicate with the spirits of the Henry Derby house using this charged, enchanted, whatever word you would like to use, Ouija board. Michael, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awaken. And we should spin it.
Yep.
Please come communicate with us. Move this planchette by any means necessary.
Is there anyone here with us right now?
Dude, is your heart like pounding?
Yeah, it is.
Mine
you hear
is
it?
pounding.
Oh, yours is too?
Like really bad.
If you wish to communicate with us, please move this planchette to the yes.
If you're the entity that Sam told us about here, that we potentially spoke to yesterday during the Estes method, this creature you called yourself, this entity, please move this planchette. Let's give it a couple more spins in a circle. And let's put our intentions. We want to communicate with the people.
Did you push
Are you fucking with me?
No, I swear to God, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You did not pull that?
No, I didn't. I don't fuck around, especially with Ouija boards. I thought that was.
You swear to fucking God.
I swear to God, I thought that you were pushing on it. So I was looking at you like, I was looking at you trying to say like,
well, we're going in a circle, and then I feel it pulled that way, and I thought you were just like not paying attention, and like you were dragging the circle that way.
I didn't. I did not consciously. I don't think I did. No.
And then there was a noise right there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling cold. Let's spin again. What the fuck? All right. Please, come communicate with us.
If that was you that pulled on the planchette, please push it to yes.
How did that happen? That freaks me out. It's okay. But how did that happen?
We did want that to happen, and we apologize if we seemed spooked by it. We just didn't expect it to happen so quickly. So please let us know that you wish to communicate with us.
All right, let's go to goodbye and do rest real quick.
Okay. Rest.
I'm going to it's rested. Let's just call out. I don't really know what to think of that. I genuinely don't believe in Ouija boards. I gave my intentions fully into this of like, we are going to communicate with the spirits of this house due to this ritual. And then I'm just like, let's spin it in a circle because I've seen people do that in movies. And it was so powerful, it was like something dragged it. Like, I genuinely thought you were just like, just weren't paying attention. And when I went to go, because like, we were going in a circle, and it was like when I went to go back, it was just like strong.
I thought you were pushing it. And again, I don't know. I even asked before we started, I don't know your experience with the Ouija board. So I was kind of looking at you like, dude, you're not supposed to just keep doing a circle. Don't push it to something. Just like no, I didn't pull it. I thought you were pushing it. Not on purpose, like just not knowing you're not supposed to.
Same thing with you. It was just like, hey,
I just felt like a tug to going left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I genuinely like don't know what to. Please help me with this issue, please. Please come in here and just talk to us. And I know that maybe that's what you were attempting. It probably wasn't the smartest idea for us to just spin it in a circle, but in my mind, I was kind of resetting for another question. Are you in this room with us? Please show us a clear and obvious sign. Have you ever had an experience on a Ouija board where it moved?
Once, yeah.
And
it was in the B340.
It was in the B340.
It was in the B340.
What the fuck? You guys know me. I have a Ouija board that was made by a witch. I used it by myself. You're never supposed to do that, quote unquote. I've done it in the Monroe house a few times. I've never even had as much as like a shake. And if that really happened.
Now, not to rule anything out, this board is this. Are you stopping the camera? Okay. This board is covered with salt, with water, with tequila. It is wet. It is a little bumpy because of this salt and whatnot.
It didn't glide.
What do you mean? You're saying you don't think it slipped that way?
No.
Okay. I'm just saying I'm not sure because of the wetness and the bumps. That could have played a factor. I don't know. But yeah, it was just while we were spinning, I felt a little nudge. I looked at him thinking, does he know you're not supposed to push it? And I could tell immediately by the look he was giving me, he was kind of asking me the same question. So,
if that's what happened, that's because it didn't glide. Like you're saying, hey, it's tequila. All that is gone. All the water, everything is gone. It's dried. You can literally see dried spots. It's just the salt. It didn't glide away. It got yanked. It was like somebody was like, fucking pulled it. It wasn't like slight movement. It was like full on freaking pulling it. If this is your first video you've ever watched of me, go back and look at my other videos. I don't mess around like this. I don't fake shit. I'm genuinely fucking shook up because how the fuck can that happen? This has just never happened. I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't believe that this could happen. This was just fun. And it still is fun. And I'm not saying hey, your job's done. I would love to use this the way it's intended. I would love for you to spell things out, yes or no, numbers, everything. I want to communicate with you. I want to hear your story so we can get to know you, and then you can get to know us better. You didn't do that.
No, I didn't do that. At least not consciously, no. Because that's the thing about Ouija boards as well.
It was strong. It wasn't... All right.
We can review the footage too.
I'm not accusing you. I just want you to know that.
No, I know that.
I'm just saying that,
just to eliminate all, to get this out of the way. Because we can review the footage for this as well. My back was hurting. There were a couple times I arched my back a little bit. Now, whether or not I did that when that happened, I don't know. We can look to see if we made some sort of movement when that happened.
like you said, you didn't consciously
I didn't no.
Well, not that you did it on purpose, but consciously just slip and okay. All right, let's run it back.
All right, ready?
Rest.
It was cool, but I'm also
you don't want to get too excited because it might have been...
It could have been. There's multiple things it could have been, especially because it didn't happen again. Nothing happened after that. Not saying if that was you, I don't mean to offend you and say that wasn't you. But we don't know. So it was exciting because we both felt it move. And as far as we're aware, it wasn't either one of us. But it could have been. There are a few things that could have played a part in that. And so I just don't want to get too excited about it.
The way that felt... from my perspective, was pretty intense. That actually really shook me up. I'm genuinely what? How can that even happen? And honestly, here's part of my problem. I think I unfortunately closed off there. Once that happened, I was just no.
Yeah.
That didn't fucking happen.
That could have, and if it was something that could have played a role. Yeah.
Felt like there was a third person on the fucking board.
Please come into this room. Help us. Let's give it a couple more spins in a circle.
That wasn't you, dude.
I was looking at your hands. It didn't look like you either.
Dude, you literally were I was the one spinning it. You were resting on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't push it because I felt it pull away from me. And it just pulls away.
I told you. The only thing I was really paying
So I just want to make it clear, I wasn't blaming you. I thought that it was one of those unintentional things, and you're not going to remember it because it's just sort of it's just it's like breathing.
I was just looking to see if one of us arched our back or anything like that, but no, I didn't see any.
I don't think we did. That's why we're doing it.
That's why we're doing it.
We're doing it to literally have a paranormal experience, and then I'm just over here no, you can't have a paranormal experience with this. It doesn't make any sense.
Did it feel like a pull to both of us? Yes. Was it for sure concrete? That was a spirit? No.
I need a break, and then we'll get into another investigation.
Cool.
Because I just need a second, and then we can just get into the investigation because we've kind of pondered on this long enough. But what the fuck? I just don't get it. Okay. We're doing an Estes method now because I kind of have some unanswered questions based on a potential experience that happened in there that I really can't wrap my head around. We have devices spread around. We have a REM pod on the bed. We have a music box on the floor here. And we have the flux in that hallway.
Might be.
Might be what? Did you move that planchette when we were using the Ouija board? That sounded like 3 knocks. It was like donk da donk.
Evening. Hello.
Hello. What happened in there with the Ouija board?
I'm back by decision.
You're back by decision. Did you come back to talk to us for night 2?
No reason.
Oh, you just came back. There's no reason. You just decided to come back.
Under.
Last time it said under. It said like lower level.
Getting old.
Getting bold. Did you move the planchette? I will say that to me that was extremely interesting because I've never had anything like that happen. And I'm having a hard time with it. If you could just literally tell me that you did it, that I would really appreciate that. That would go a long way. Just say, that was me. Yep. Yes. And please be clear so that Michael can hear you.
Living room.
Living room. Are you down in the living room?
Me.
Living room, you. So are we back talking about that cat thing, that creature thing that Sam was telling us about that he saw in the living room? Is that you? Are you a thought form? Is that why you're here?
Isn't it obvious right now?
I mean, kind of, yes, but I want
My
to know.
friend.
A friend? What's your name? My name's Dawson, that's Michael. You can't tell me your name.
2000 and something.
So you can't tell me your name?
It sounded like you cunt.
Oh. Okay.
I remember you.
You remember me from last night? Or have you been following me around?
I support you.
Do you follow me around to support me and make sure I'm okay? This will not focus. Are you near Michael?
Washington.
That's where Michael's from.
I remember.
You remember, so you came here with Michael.
Washington.
You came with Michael from Washington. Have you been supporting Michael?
Practice all you want.
Practice all you want.
I could be lying.
You could be lying. You could. Are you? So did you come here with Michael? Do you hang around Michael and support him and make sure everything stays okay? Things don't go too far? Maybe you're a family member? If I'm way off base, please tell me. And now you're not going to say anything?
Who is this?
I'm Dawson. That's Michael.
Hey.
Hey, can you tell me your name? Are you done talking to me?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're not saying anything.
Just sit and watch.
Just sit and watch. Do you want us to just sit?
Yes.
Okay. You want us to like just put the cameras away and just sit and watch and don't film it. Just enjoy it. Is that what you're saying?
Tequila.
Tequila. That skipped my brain completely. Just sit and watch. Just sit and watch the Ouija board. The tequila's on the Ouija board. Just sit and watch. We were sitting
You
in
got it, girl.
You got it, girl? I'm a guy. So you're saying you're from the Ouija board.
Right now.
Right now you're by the Ouija board? Oh no, this IR light isn't working.
Dawson, I feel very heavy right now.
I'm sure you do, buddy. We just need to answer a couple more questions. You're from the Ouija board? Do you want us to go back in there?
Get ready.
Get ready for what? To go back in there? Do you want us back in there? Michael's feeling heavy. I'm probably going to pull him out of this soon unless you answer. You want us to, you just sit and watch and...
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
The audience.
I was talking to the audience. I was sitting there saying, guys, you got to believe me, or, I don't care if you believe me, or you guys know that I don't screw around and lie and do all this and that.
Very possible.
This is insane. You don't like the cameras. You don't like to be on. You don't like what I'm doing, talking to the audience. You want me to just be immersed in the investigation. You don't want me to bother about these cameras and talking and asking questions and talking to the audience. You just want us to communicate with you. Is that the case?
We're friends.
We're friends. You want us to talk like friends. Guys, I'm getting full goosebumps. So you want us to shut everything off and just talk like friends?
We've moved on.
We've moved on. We're going to take your advice.
You got it, boy.
I got it. We're going to take your advice, but we do want to go to the yellow room and we want to do something. I would like to go into the Estes method. Can we do that? And then we will do what you ask. Can you help us with that investigation? And then we will do what you ask and shut everything off, quit talking to the audience, and just enjoy your presence as a friend. Would that be okay?
At this point. Leave forever.
They're like, you know what? I gave you the recipe. Just leave.
What do you think? Yeah.
What do you think? That's what you're saying. Do we just not do another...
No.
Do we just not do another investigation? Do we just pack it up? Because there's more I wanted to do here, but the spirits are like asking us. And I feel like it's completely disrespectful to disregard them. Will you continue to talk to us off camera and just us?
You're the quarterback.
I'm the quarterback. Are you trying to say I'm in charge? Guys, I think I'm kind of figuring it out. This makes sense. Things have been happening off camera here. Anger. Oh, because I'm talking to the audience. It's mad. It wants me to talk to it. It's mad that I'm...
Talk to me.
Talk to me. We got it. Okay. I'm going to pull Michael out of this. Thank you so much for being so thorough.
Give us time.
It's time. Michael, dude,
What?
I have full goosebumps. You're never gonna believe this.
Stop. Fuck, dude. What?
Dude, it's a good thing.
Okay.
Hear me out. Dude, I have full chills.
Was this a good session?
This was an amazing session, Michael.
No shit. When I was giving the answers, I'm thinking this is just nonsense.
That's always the best Estes methods. When
Wow.
it seems like nonsense. Let me explain this. All right, check it out. I bring up the Ouija board. I bring up, who are we talking to, this and that. And there's a little bit going on there where I thought potentially the spirits were telling us that it came with you and that it was supporting you. It kept saying Washington, and I'm like, is that because that's where Michael's from? You are from Washington, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like Washington. And I'm like, okay, yeah, Michael's from there. So you came with Michael, you support him, you just hang out with him, make sure he's okay, it doesn't go too far. And essentially, in a way, said yes. And then, here's where it got crazy. Everything kind of stopped for a while. Are you still here? Boom. You go, I'm back by decision.
No shit.
Then, everything just boom, boom, boom. I figured it the fuck out, dude. What's going on in this house? Why every time we start the cameras, nothing happens. And it happens as soon as we shut stuff off, like the static box going off with Danni, the witch. And yesterday, remember, it said like, shut the cameras off, you're recording.
Yeah.
Dude, the spirit full on told me it does not want me sitting here talking to the audience. It wants us to talk to the spirit. It wants us to shut everything off and just sit back and pay attention to it. And then, so I'm like, okay, is this it? Is this it? You came from the Ouija board. You came from in there and you're talking to us. And then it got mad because I started talking to the audience. We stopped doing the session. I start talking to the audience. It got mad about it because it's like, just sit there and talk to me is what it's saying.
Yeah.
And we just keep going to the cameras. Hey guys, hey guys.
Yeah.
And it's getting mad. And then I start to explain that to the audience. What's going on? Because I'm like, I figured it out. And I'm like, guys, so this and that. You immediately go angry. And I said, oh my God, I'm talking to the audience again. It's pissing you off. And then you were like, you got it.
Dude.
It was insane.
Oh my God.
It literally said,
I'm excited to see this back.
shut the cameras off and talk to me.
Yeah.
It literally said, just sit and watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't want this. It doesn't want us to come here and film a video. It wants us to come here and communicate with the spirits. Stop talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Just be here in the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm literally shaking because it was so crazy. I asked it specifically, can we go down to the yellow room and do this seancing? Will you allow us to do this? And then we will be done. You immediately responded with, just leave forever then. It said no. It said no. We're telling you how to talk to us. Shut the cameras off. Enjoy us.
Do you hear that?
It sounds like someone's walking.
It sounds like someone's walking up the stairs or on the second floor.
We can't really do anything else. They will not do anything for us. They told us, turn the cameras off and hang out with us. It does not want us to film a video, but this was clearly two different conversations. The first one, it sounded like somebody from Washington hangs out with you to support you. Not like an attachment, but more like, and I don't want to go to this point, but like a relative or somebody who kind of checks in, makes sure things aren't going too far. And I'm kind of overstepping here. I'm not a medium, nothing like that, but that's what it seemed like it was telling us. And then silence for a long while, and I'm like, basically I brought up the Ouija board and the house and everything that's been happening, and then that's when that other conversation started. You don't have to explain to anybody if you don't.
My mind goes straight to one person.
And you don't have to.
No, I'm gonna keep that personal. if that is what that was,
We don't have to do that. I'm about to fucking cry and I don't even know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say, if that is you, thank you for letting me know that you're here with me, because I can't stop thinking about you. And I've been trying to talk to you for a long time now and pray to you and asking a lot about you, and you've been weighing so heavy on my mind and my heart lately, especially since the birth of my son. I know you were always excited for me to be a dad, and just ever since the birth of my son, I can't stop talking about you and thinking about you. If that is your way of letting me know you are, I just thank you. I miss you. Like, I kind of feel like this beautiful, like, peaceful euphoria.
Something happened there. There's a reason Washington came up multiple times in Friend and talking about you, and specifically the questions I was asking about if you came with Michael and, you know, you're just supporting him and everything, and all of that happened. I just kind of wish we weren't recording.
Michael, we turned the cameras off. We had a heart-to-heart there.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely important that the people hear what you had to say.
I was saying that we were talking about how both of us started off by saying how the atmosphere shifted, right? For both of us. Like, you felt overwhelmed with emotions at the same time that I did. I went from feeling spooked out in this house to, as soon as I had that realization that I think it was the whole energy, the whole atmosphere shifted. I was no longer spooked. I felt just at peace and I felt calm. And I was saying to Dawson how when we were speaking to Sam, he also spoke about how he believed what was here was personal to him and his personal life. And I was saying, that's how I feel now. Like, it was a personal thing for me. And I said, what if that's what this place is? It's a personal portal for each individual person that comes here. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
I think the spirits here are opening in a way to allow people to connect with a personal thing. And while he said initially he thought it was something dark, and now he thinks it's just something that comes with him. For the spirits of the house to allow people to have these personal experiences is fucking beautiful. It's amazing. It's like changes my perspective on the house completely. I think that's how we should end this, is like, it's beautiful. Sometimes it's beautiful, and you have friends and family out there, everybody. Your friends and family are watching over you, regardless. And just remember that.
Amen.
Let's get out of here, man.